mwisho niko na Mheshimiwa Moses kutoka Muguru. Niko na Mheshimiwa Esther Irongo pole kutoka kaunti ya Kiambu, lakini ni wetu hapa hapa. Mheshimiwa niko na Mheshimiwa this one. Sorry. Juliana kutoka Kangema special elected. Mheshimiwa, kabla nikae chini, najua mambo ni mengi na ninajua uchumi uko vibaya. Na ndipo sisi katika kaunti ya Murang'A hatukuwa na mambo mengi, hatukuenda sinadai, tumekubali kufanya kazi bila kugoma. Hata hivyo rais, kuna kitu moja tu tungeomba. Unajua wakati mwingine kama hamna gavana mzuri, inakuwa ngumu sana gavana kuweza kumoversight kama ni yeye atatulipa. Ningeomba tu kwa unyenyekevu, ikiwezekana, Your Excellency, tupatie financial autonomy. Itakuwa mzuri, hatusemi uongezi pesa, tunasema tu financial autonomy ili tuweze kufanya kazi yetu ya oversight, kazi yetu ya legislation na kazi yetu ya representation vilivyo. Nashukuru sana na asante tena kwa kuja hapa Murang'A. Asanteni.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Speaker. Nitapea the area MCA nusu dakika akaribisha rais. Mheshimiwa Kamwaga, karibu.
Asante our able MP, Your Excellency the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, and all protocols observed. Kwa majina naitwa John Kamwaga, area MCA, na niko na furaha nyingi sana kukukaribisha hapa Mugoiri, na tunakuambia usikie ukiwa nyumbani, na pia tunashukuru kwa sababu ya kupata huu wakati. Kwa neno moja nataka tu kukushukuru kwa vile ulimpa our Deputy President kazi ya kufuata mambo ya alcohol na zile drugs ziko mashule hapa Central, na tunataka kukuuliza our Deputy President, hiyo mambo ujaribu juu kwanza, especially our day schools hapa tumeshindwa sana na mambo ya bangi na drugs. Kwa hivyo tunaomba sana muendelee kutushikilia. Asante sana.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa MCA. Mheshimiwa Rais, utaniruhusu this opportunity niwaite kwanza viongozi wote wa Murang'A, all the elected MPs from Murang'A. Tafadhali kujeni sisi wote mpaka Senator ningemuuliza na women rep tukuje sisi wote hapa mbele. Tafadhali.
Okay, asante sana His Excellency, His Excellency President, the Deputy President, all protocols of His Excellency. Sisi kama watu ya Murang'A tunakukaribisha Murang'A na tukuambia kwamba wakaaji ya Murang'A wanakusupport. And we are supporting
up to 30 billion and changed the arithmetic of our tertiary education instead of grants into supporting through sponsorships, which will touch those people who are actually not able to proceed to tertiary education. Mheshimiwa Rais, naongea kwa haraka kwa sababu nataka kukapcha hiyo point pia. Secondly, after masomo ukatuambia kabla tuende kwa kazi mtu anapita the transition between schooling and knowledge and the experience part. And Mheshimiwa Rais, wewe uninipigia simu na ukaniambia tuweke double allocation for the pesa ile tunapeana ya internship through Public Service Commission. And Mheshimiwa Rais, these graduates will be graduating, the fresh graduates. We are going to hire 8,000 to 10,000 graduates 1 year on a stipend of 25,000 under the leadership of His Excellency William Samoei Ruto. Na Mheshimiwa Rais, ndio sasa wakitoka internship wapate kazi. umeweka kazi za digital, maneno ya fiber, umeweka kazi katika aggregation centers, where Murang'A is one of the beneficiaries. You are putting in 250 million, it is already in the budget, and our governor, I'm sure he will announce the other counterpart funding. Mheshimiwa Rais, you have also put money for 6 EPZs, and tunakushukuru sana kama watu wa Murang'A, because out of those 6 EPZs, Mheshimiwa Rais, where you have allocated $500 million, with a promise to allocate another $500 million, one of them is in Murang'A, around Del Monte area. Mheshimiwa Rais, tunashukuru. Mheshimiwa Rais, maneno ya CDF ndio nataka nitaje hapo ya mwisho nikimalizia. Ukingangana na maneno hii ingine yote ya masomo, pia nakushukuru. By the close of the financial year, you had released up to the last cent of NGCDF. You had also released up to the last shilling of the county government allocation. Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi sijigambi, lakini ni vizuri nikueleze kwa ufupi vile CDF imefanya Kiharu. We have 112 public primary schools, Mheshimiwa Rais. All of them, including ile iko hapa chini inaitwa Ignatius Murai. Ingine iko hapa juu inaitwa Kiomo. Ingine iko huko chini Gatondo, kule Bariahiti, kule Getiri, kule Kiagodho, kule Kifoi, kule Kiayata, kule Kioba, kule Dutumi, kule Kamaguta, kule Keyu, kule Mudhiria. Shule zote za Mugoiri Ward na za Kiharu zikiwa zote, Mheshimiwa Rais, tumerekebisha, zinakaa academy na zote 100% watoto wanakanyaga tiles hapa chini. Mheshimiwa Rais, this year, actually last time, we also started new 8 public secondary schools. Moja iko hapa chini inaitwa Gitaro Primary, tumetengeneza ingine Kiaderi pale kwa akina Matiba, tumetengeneza ingine Loko 20 pahali, wacha nisitaje majina kwa sababu ya muda. But we have done 8 new secondary schools. Mheshimiwa Rais, what we do here in Kiharu is we do something called labor-based. We don't give contracts. The contractors are the people of Kiharu. Mheshimiwa Rais, by doing that, every shilling remains in the locality. Hapa sasa this term, my second term, through your guidance, Mheshimiwa Rais, we have started a program called Kiharu Masomo Bora Program. And I want to assure you, Mheshimiwa Rais, all our 60-day schools in Kiharu, ukiingia kama wewe ni mwanafunzi, karo in every term is only 1,000 shillings. Na wale wako na tuition, tumeweka isipite 1,000. So karo ya day school Kiharu ni 1,000 in all our day schools. Na tumefungua mirago tukasema, hata constituency jirani, mtoto akivuka akuje hapa, hata kama mzazi anapigia kura kwingine, mtoto hajui maneno ya kura, anajua maneno ya masomo. Anasoma Kiharu na 1,000. Mheshimiwa Rais, I want to appreciate your mentorship and guidance. Ya mwisho, Mheshimiwa Rais, kwa hii locality, nitakuuliza kitu kidogo tu. Hii barabara ya kutoka Murang'A kwenda mpaka inashikana na Nyoka. Barabara inaitwa Nyoka. Na kuuliza kwa heshima, it is a very good road sandwiched between 2 Kenha roads. This road is at Kenha. I request you that this road is at Akera, but sandwiched as a loop between 2 Kenha roads. I request you that we move this road from Kera to Irete Kenha ikuwe maintained at the highway standards. Mheshimiwa Rais, hiyo itajumuisha ile kazi mingi umefanya hapa, yenye sitaki kutaja kwa sababu ya muda. Mheshimiwa Rais, Father PSI ambaye ni wa hii diocese ako hapa. Simama Father. Huyo Father ni rafiki yako na hii kanisa ndio inasupport hii shule. Na kuuliza kwa heshima, wako na saba bishop unajua tunanunua pale Kiagodho. Ukipata kitu unitume, tusupport hiyo kanisa na tutashukuru. Na ukanyagia hapo maneno ya maandamano, Mheshimiwa Rais, tumesema hakuna maandamano Kenya. Hawa watoto tunawafunza maneno mzuri ya kuenda mbele, kuwatengenezea maneno ya kazi na masomo. Na wale ambao wanafikiria kuna time ya maandamano, I hope by now you have seen that huyu president sio wa kutisha. Na pia our security forces, police wetu, na washukuru sana for your patriotism, for your professionalism. Na mimi nataka kuuliza, ile task force ilikuwa formed ya kuangalia maslahi ya polisi wetu, waharakisha hiyo kazi, tuongeze polisi wetu mshahara kwa sababu wanafanya kazi mzuri ya kuprotect mali ya umma na kusimamisha maandamano. Nikikaa chini, hawa wanafunzi najua wanaita kitu wanaitwa special meal. Hata sasa naona wameamka wote. Mimi nikiangalia hapa naona nyinyi wote sasa mumeamka. Ama special meal imetosha? Si chairman ametaja sijui ya nani mpaka ya rais na DP. Hata kama najua hii ni national school na watu wengi tuna address ni wa the entire nation. Kwa sababu hii shule pia ni yetu, iko hapa Kiharu. Mimi ningeuliza mwalimu mkuu akuje tafadhali haraka haraka. Mimi nimaliza maneno yangu ya special school, ya special meal. Ndio tuachie rais wetu maneno ya hall na maneno ya bus na maneno ile kubwa zaidi. Mimi ni kama mtu kadogo hapa chini, mniulize ya chakula. Kwa sababu rais yako aongee hiyo maneno yote kubwa, au sio? So mimi nitapea mwalimu wetu hapa my special meal kidogo 500,000. Na hiyo mwalimu tumekubaliana isinunue kitabu na isiweke kabro na isiweke dining hall. Hiyo pahali itajenga ni tubu peke yake. Sasa Mheshimiwa Rais, ningetaka niite gavana wetu, Mheshimiwa Gavana Irungu Kang'ata. Karibu sana gavana wetu.
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, the Cabinet Secretary in charge of Education, Cabinet Secretary in charge of Water, Honorable Alice, one of our own, the Majority Leader in the Senate and in the National Assembly, our Bishop, various leaders from Murang'A, led by our Senator, our Women Rep and members of Parliament, the leadership of the Assembly led by the Speaker and the Majority Leader, the school management, including the Chief Principal, and the distinguished students of the greatest school in Kenya called Mugweri Girls. How are you? Let me first acknowledge that, Your Excellency, this is one of our best schools in Murang'A, and I strongly believe in the Republic of Kenya. For several reasons. Number one, it performs very well academically. Last year, when you look at the year KCSE, it was among the very few schools that improved their mid-grade by 0.5 mark. That was excellent. Secondly, it is a school that molds our girls in very good character. I can attest to that because my wife was a student here, and definitely I can attest it's a good school. I only want to apologize. I have heard the nominated MP from Kangema, that is Veronica Maina, say she discourages child marriage, and that's very good. Only that she was my friend when she was Form 4, almost getting her, but nothing bad happened, Your Excellency. But I'm proud that since the year 2008 up to now, she remains one of the only wife that I have. And therefore, I want to attest, this is a school that builds very good character, and we are so proud of this school. And secondly, it's a school that has grown very well in terms of infrastructure. When I came here, I was so surprised. This looks like a very, 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 very good school in terms of infrastructure. Congratulations, the management of Mugweri Girls. Yeah. And therefore, allow me also, on behalf of Murang'A people, to endorse all the requests that they have made to you, Your Excellency. Please accede to those requests. This is going to be a very great school once those requests are acceded. Your Excellency, you sent us governors to go and fulfill our agendas, Your Excellency. That has been your clarion call. And based on that instruction that you gave us, Murang'A government had 4 promises that we had made to the people of Murang'A. Number 1, it was on health. We want to report to you we have introduced a special card, which is an arrangement between Murang'A County and the NHIF, where we give special and unique benefits to the people of Murang'A. And currently, that NHIF scheme has 20,000 households. The next year, we want to upscale that to 30,000 households. We also found that in the year 2015, an amendment was made to CDF Act, barring CDF from doing devolved functions. Therefore, members of parliament abandoned several health centers. We are doing an agenda to ensure all abandoned health centers have been completed. We are happy to report we are towards achieving that goal to ensure we complete our renovations of various dispensaries. We are also renovating our level 4 hospitals. We have 7 of them, and we are happy because that's what we promised the people of Murang'A. Secondly, Your Excellency, you had urged us as county governments to implement a minimum guaranteed return. We want to report that we introduced it for mangoes and also for milk farmers. Currently, for milk, we have 19,000 farmers who every month they receive a certain subsidy per month directly sent to them. And therefore, milk production has almost doubled in Murang'A because of implementing that major promise you told us. Thirdly, Your Excellency, in terms of education, it is unfortunate the Constitution provides we only deal with early childhood education, the nurseries. But we are happy to report that we have renovated through a scheme called Community Projects 126 new ECDs to make them look good. And secondly, we are giving 42,000 ECD pupils every day free feeding program in terms of Uji every day. And that is what was a promise you told us to fulfill. Finally, Your Excellency, we have unveiled a program called Smart City. The idea is that the county governments may not be able to tarmac all roads. It's very expensive. But if we were to do targeted programs targeting our urban centers, there will be a better return on investments. And therefore, based on that, we have been able to tarmac 8 markets in the entire county of Murang'A. I will finish by thanking you on a single issue called automation. We believe the best legacy we leave to the people of Murang'A is to automate our services. That way you make a government that is clean, that is efficient, and you reduce corruption. And of course, we have automated revenue streams, but there is one partnership that we have done with the Minister of Health. And we want, on behalf of Murang'A, please tell her thank you, together with your government. Murang'A Level 5 Hospital is now the only Level 5 hospital in the Republic of Kenya that is fully automated in terms of services. You only need to go with your ID. You access all your services. And after you are done, the record is kept in your mobile phone. And that would not have been possible were it not for the positive relationship we have with your national government. Maybe the only agencies would urge you to tell them to do a little bit better are the ROSE agencies, that is Kenha, Kura, and Kera, because there are some areas that we are still struggling to agree on them on how to move our county forward. So without much ado, allow me to take this opportunity to welcome the Deputy President of the Republic of Os. Yes, the Minister in charge of education, that is Mr. Mashogu, and we are happy for your good work. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Your Excellency, the Governor, the members of Parliament present, the Majority Leader in the Senate, the Majority Leader in the National Assembly, the Chairman of the Board of Management, my colleagues, the Cabinet Secretaries, Aris Wahome, my brother Uwaro, and all of us, the parents and the students, good morning, good afternoon. Your Excellency, last month I had a meeting with the Form 4s of this school in Simastea, and we did agree that I was to come here sometime, but you have come ahead of me. Umekuwa mbio, lazima nitafuata nitimishe ile agano ambayo tulifanya na watoto. And Your Excellency, the time we had a meeting with the Form 4s, that time we did agree that they were going to improve their academic performance. And in a very special way, Your Excellency, I want to thank the principal of this school and the chairman, because for the last 3 years, there has been a tremendous improvement in academics in this particular school, because way back we had a mean score of 7.0, and last year the mean score of this particular school was 8.7. And when I met the Form 4s last month at Simastea, they gave me an assurance that this year it will be 9. But again, as I came discussing with the teachers and the Form 4s this morning, Your Excellency, before you came, they said they are encouraged and properly motivated with your coming, and now it will not be 9, it will have to be more than 10. Si wanafunzi mulisema hivyo? Si mulisema hivyo? Your Excellency, apart from this being a symbol of holistic academic excellency, they have also done very well in extracurricular activities. And one of the games that is in the school that we are encouraging is basketball. Muko na basketball. And Your Excellency, your administration has done very well, because last year we got 5 million for this particular school, and from Murang'A County as a whole, we were able to give 137 million to the different schools in Murang'A, and the chair budget knows the percentage of that. So when you got the percentage, we actually did very well. We want to thank you, Your Excellency, because the total allocation given the education sector this particular year is such that it has never happened in this country ever since independence. Because we have 630 billion, which is 29% of the total budget of this country, and there before, the percentage that we used to have, the highest was 26%. We also thank you, Your Excellency, for the 56,000 teachers, and we assure you, Your Excellency, that there will be equity. The sacred mandate that you have given us, we will make sure that there is prudent management of the resources given the Ministry, Your Excellency. With those remarks, Your Excellency, I want to recognize my brothers and colleagues. We have Erio Dowaro, ICT CS, and Your Excellency, we are partnering the TVET institution here. We have given the 100 computers, and the Member of Parliament can be able to confirm that. I will invite my sister, the CS who comes from this area, Alice Wahome, for a minute to make her remarks, and then from there I will be able to invite His Excellency the Deputy President. Welcome, Madam.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, your Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, Bishop James Maria, my good friend for a long time, the Governor of Murang'A County, my colleagues and the members of Parliament led by our two majority leaders, all protocols observed. Wasichana, warembo, Mugoi girls, habari zenu? How are you? Mambo? Mambo? Si mko na rais leo? Thank you very much. Your Excellency, I understand the constraint on time. Thank you for the opportunity. It would be wrong for a woman leader, a cabinet secretary, and I want to acknowledge the members of Parliament, the women leaders from this county, just start once again so that we can actually, kina Veronica Mukoapi, just start so that the girls here, there is Betty, Wamaua, Nataka, Hawa, Wapigiwe, Makofi. I want to just encourage the girls that ahead, please sit down. Ahead, there is room, there is space for women leadership. Your Excellency, in this particular county, it would have been wrong if I didn't come here to just, Your Excellency, remind you, and particularly the people of Murang'A, that we have several projects of water. One of those projects, Your Excellency, and you know it very well, is Idanga Water Supply, which is 1 billion Kenya shillings. We have Keno Makutano, Your Excellency, Water and Sewerage System, which is 900 million shillings. We have Gatanga Community Water Supply, 320 million shillings. We have here Madhyoya Keharo combined project of about 270 Kenya million shillings, and that project is operational. Then we have Maragua Town, where Mheshimiwa Maua is serving as the MP. We have planned 15 kilometers of water distribution from Maragua Dam, which is just new and completed. And then finally, Your Excellency, you will maybe possibly speak about Maragua 4, which you have directed that it becomes one of the priority dams among the 6 PIP projects, a very huge dam that will answer the problem of water for Maragua, Kandara, Kigumo, and Gatanga, and Kandara. Maragua 4 in the long term will be the solution. There was a request regarding Boho. Your Excellency, this is your meeting. I am at your service. I will go in respect of what you will advise. In fact, Mwaora should have made use of my office before, but now that Your Excellency is here, I think I will take your directions regarding a Boho for this particular school. And this is a school that I had wanted to come, lakini mambo hivi kaenda vibaya 1 point or 2. So the new proposals by our cabinet secretary, Your Excellency, would have helped me even going forward for purposes of university. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Your Excellency, kindly with your permission, under 1 minute, because we have the top leadership of our National Assembly and the Senate here. Please, Kimani Ichung'wa, 1 minute. And yes, please, 1 minute only.
Thank you, CS. Your Excellency, the President and our Deputy President, na watu wa Mogoiri Girls, good afternoon. Asante. Your Excellency, mimi sina mengi because of time. Just to welcome you to this great school. And as the Governor has said, he was not the only lucky one. I know quite a number of members of Parliament and other friends who have benefited from the intellect that comes from this great school of Mogoiri Girls. Your Excellency, let me just say you are a great inspiration to these young ones, not just in this school but in our nation, when they see you today serving as the President of the Republic of Kenya, and even affording time to come and spend time with them on a day like this. You inspire them to know that they can grow to be anything that we want to grow into after their studies, after working hard in school. Your Excellency, you serving us as the President of the Republic of Kenya, having come from the humble background that you came from, and knowing that hundreds or millions of our school-going children, especially those who are in our public schools, all come from humble backgrounds like the one that you came from, together with our Deputy President, and many of us, Your Excellency, is indeed a great inspiration. Your Excellency, in conclusion, your presence here today in a school environment signifies the kind of peace and tranquility that Kenya is enjoying today. And I must take this opportunity to thank you for having ensured that the people of Kenya continue to enjoy the peace and tranquility that they prayed for even as they went into elections, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I know our police force has been vilified for the actions that they have had to take to ensure that there is peace and our country, law and order thrives. But I want to encourage you that the task force, Your Excellency, that you appointed to look into the welfare of our officers, to hasten in the work that they are doing so that our police officers in this country are well taken care of. Well taken care of as well as they took care of the lives and property of Kenyans during these last 3 days, when those who are engaging in subversive activities tried to interfere with the peace and law and order of our country, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, let me also take this opportunity to ask those investigative agencies that are in charge of investigations, and I know even those of us in the Fourth Estate, we are very quick to vilify our police officers, but we fail to recognize that there are criminal elements that have taken advantage of the demonstrations that were called by those in the opposition. And we have seen even armed groups engaging our police officers with arms. Honorable Your Excellency, Mr. President, the day before yesterday in Kangemi, there was a group that fired at police officers. And we are lost at what the police are expected to do when criminals using firearms are firing at police officers in the disguise of demonstrations. Our police officers must be firm to maintain law and order, and we must continue encouraging them. And we ask the investigative agencies to make sure that the criminal elements that have penetrated these demonstrations, Honorable Speaker, as those who have called for the demonstrations, we hear they call for the demonstrations, and together with their families, some have gone to Mombasa on holiday, others are in Dubai, others are in London, as they leave young people to be battered in the streets and to fight with the policemen in the streets, Honorable Speaker. You know, Honorable Mr. President, Your Excellency, you know we are used to addressing the Speaker in Parliament. So you should have said point of order, Mr. President, and I would have resumed. So, Your Excellency the President, being the Commander-in-Chief, I want to encourage you that do not relent in safeguarding the peace and security of our country. And nobody should intimidate our officers who have done a splendid job in maintaining law and order. With those many remarks, Your Excellency, allow me to now invite the Leader of Majority in the Senate, my brother Aaron Cheruiyot.
Asante. Thank you, Your Excellency, the President, Deputy President, leaders, and the girls of Mugoiri, and the whole school community. Naomba niwasalimu wote hamjambo. Well, Your Excellency, I have a very difficult task because the closer we get to you speaking, those of us that are speaking here, the more time we take, maybe you are standing between us and the Scania bus for the school. So we'll try and be very brief so that we don't take a lot of time. Secondly, Your Excellency, is just to congratulate this school because of the stellar story that we've had the opportunity to read and learn of the growth, your growth as an institution, and the tremendous work that you continue to do. I wish you well, the students that have had the opportunity to study in this great institution, and wish you success as you prepare for your exams and all the work that you do in your institution. Finally, Your Excellency, is just to say that your coming here is not in vain. Perhaps maybe, and I'll say this because I'm among the youngest of leaders that are here, many of you may have forgotten what it feels as a student to see leadership stand before you. There is a spark and there is a fire that lights up in the heart and the mind of a student when they see leaders before them. It encourages them to be better, it makes them to dream and realize that they can too be great, just like the students said in the poem that they shared with us here. So thank you for finding time to visit with our girls. Finally, Your Excellency, I agree with what the Leader of the Majority in the National Assembly has said about the need for you to be firm so that we can have sanity in our country. We cannot have a country, Your Excellency, where people fear to walk freely and go about their business. I want to request even our colleagues in the media to bear with our police officers, because I watched the news yesterday and I see the kind of criticism that is being leveled on our police officers without realizing the difficult work that they have to do. Some of them are facing hardcore criminals that are coming to them with machete, stones, and they are throwing them at our police officers. In fact, I want to challenge you as a media. The same way you are showing people that have been hurt on the demonstration, please visit Mbagathi Hospital and see the number of police officers that are lying in beds. Some of them have been cut, some of them have been shot at by criminals, some of them have gone through very difficult. Police officers are people's children as well. So as they do their work, let us give them the support that they need. The challenge about one or two that maybe have done one or two things that we don't agree with is a challenge that we have everywhere, because in every institution, challenges will be there. So, Your Excellency, stay firm together with your deputy as you secure the dreams of these young people by giving them a country that they can excel in. I thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I now invite the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya to make his remarks, and I invite His Excellency the President. Welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, Your Lordship, the Bishop, leaders present, the Chief Principal, and the girls, God is good. And all the time. Hi, girls. Your Excellency, today I will not say anything because I'm in a situation that I'm not able to say much. I normally, I'm a truthful person. And the truth of the matter is that I'm very shy to face so many girls. So kwa leo tu acha tu, sababu unajua hakuna mtu hana weakness yake. We may look very strong there, lakini with all these girls looking at me, I'm not able to say much. But I heard the chairman say that I should take care of something on Sunday. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, the way you clapped and cheered, it must be something very good. So whatever it is that he asked me to do, I'll do. Your Excellency, even I'm not able to face these girls, as I look down, I want to thank you on behalf of government and the people of Kenya for your leadership and strategic guidance in restoring sanity in our republic. Your Excellency, on the 13th of September last year, in Kasarani, before God and men, you took the Bible and swore to protect the Constitution, and in that very Constitution, there is a provision to protect life and property, and that is what you have done, Your Excellency. Kenya can now move forward, and Your Excellency, the decisions that you have made that have been ably been implemented by those below you brings to an end the politics of blackmail in our country. The use of violence for leaders to force themselves into government. Your Excellency, the situation is now for everybody to know that the only route to government is only one, the ballot box. And that brings an end to that chapter, and we ask those people now to go back to the drawing board and prepare for the next general election in 2027. I want to say, Your Excellency, I want to encourage our officers in uniform, the gallant men and women who have lived up to their oath of office to protect life and property from criminals. We want to urge our officers to stay put and not to be bothered by unnecessary criticism. And if those people do not want the police on the streets, all they need to do is keep off the streets. Had they not come to the streets, our policemen would not have left the police lines. So they are the ones who have invited them. And I want to say the police are available for open invitation any day. So if you don't want them to have an engagement with them, please don't invite them. But don't sit there and imagine that you can destroy property, kill people, and then the police can come and kiss you. It will not happen. Tuongee ukweli. Wewe kama utaki muambiane maneno na polisi, wewe kaa kwako nyumbani. There's no policeman who will come to your house. So we want to urge our officers, and I particularly want to thank the Regional Commissioner Central Kenya, the Police Commander Central Kenya, and all the commanders, and all our security and intelligence committees within this region, the 5 counties, for a good job that you did to protect life and property and to restore hope to the people of this region. We want to say thank you. Our political leaders, I want to thank you in a special way, because you said you cannot remain in Nairobi when your people are being butchered and brutalized by criminals. And we want to urge you to take care of the people who elected you. With those very many remarks, I request you to be upstanding and help me welcome the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Mr. President.
Basi, asanteni sana. Tafadhali tuketi. Mheshimiwa
Your Excellency, myself as the Secretary of the Kenya Secondary School Heads Association, I would say that we the heads are also indeed very grateful, because our Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Ezekiel Mashogu, has adopted an open door policy. He is patient, he listens, and we engage him occasionally. He is available for guidance and advice. I want to thank you, Your Excellency, because of our Cabinet Secretary. We also want to applaud the TSC Secretary, Dr. Nancy Macharia, because she has professionalized the Teachers Service Commission. And we didn't thank her because last year, Your Excellency, you remember the occasion we attended the launch of Kenya Kwanza Education Charter. We were there with my chairman. And after that time, there was actually the issue of we were to be victimized. But Dr. Nancy Macharia did protect us from any victimization. She's also an active member of Multi-Kenya Teachers Forum, and I don't think whether she would like me to say this, because the Multi-Kenya Teachers Forum is actually a forum that occasionally sensitizes teachers on various issues. And sometimes she was also sponsored. And I think in 2017 and even last year, there was a lot of sensitization done by this forum. We are grateful that the teachers in this school are 90% employed by the Teachers Service Commission. Your Excellency, we also are very grateful because our education officials, both here at the ministry in this region and this country, who are here, they are really supportive, and they are actually not our bosses, but they are actually our colleagues. The Catholic Church under Bishop Maria Wainaina is ever present in this school for spiritual nourishment, and the bishop is always here. This is his headquarters here. And when the bishop around, Your Excellency, we usually tread with a lot of caution. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I also wish to thank the parents, the teachers, and teaching staff and the students for the big part they are playing in the development of this school. And as I wind up completely, Your Excellency, I want to recognize in a special way the teachers of Murang'A High School. Teachers, can you rise and wave wherever you are? They are part of the... Your Excellency, they are very smart, and they are usually that way. It is not only for today. And finally, Your Excellency, I also want to recognize the principals and head teachers who are here. particularly the chairman of various counties. Maybe you can rise wherever you are. The chairman of counties. Yes, some of them are there. That is Chairman Meru, Chairman Kiabu, and Chairman Murang'A. They are all there. Your Excellency, these are my voters. And if I don't recognize them as I've done today, I would lose my seat as the Secretary of Cash. Finally, because Excellency, I have actually finished, I also want this time, at least also recognize my family, because I don't know where I'd go back home if I don't. You can rise wherever you are, if you are there. Yes, I have my family with me there, Your Excellency. That's my daughters and my sons. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And Your Excellency, now I wish to invite the BM Chair, Mr. Anthony Mwaura. Karibu sana, Chairman.
Thanks so much, Bwana Chief Principal. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, and in the interest of time, all protocols observed, Your Excellency, karibu sana Murang'A. This is the best school in the country. And last year, but one, they produced the best student in the country. It is an amazing school. The boys are good, and that is why you have afforded to come here 3 times. We cannot take it for granted. And I tend to believe even next year you are going to come for the 4th time. I just only want to invite Wainaina just only for 1 minute. Come quickly. Then Mheshimiwa Didi, you get prepared.
Your Excellency, President, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, and all dignitaries present. Allow me to observe all protocol due to the interest of time. Welcome to Murang'A High School. Good afternoon. My name is John Wainaina, as I've been introduced here. I'm the Students' Council Chairperson, Murang'A High School. I would say that this is a day that we've all been waiting for, with an unutterable joy in our hearts. We are grateful to have actually, let me be honest. This day, we do have the whole of Kenya in Murang'A High School. This day, we do have the whole of Murang'A in the whole of Kenya in Murang'A. This is a great honor. It's a day we've all been waiting for, a day we've all been anticipating. Your Excellency, we as the youth, first I do fathom that I don't only speak for the students of Murang'A High School, but I do speak for the millions of students that are within the borders of this great nation. Welcome to this. Now these are just a participant, representative of the 1 million plus students, 1 million plus scholars who are your great supporters. Your Excellency, we do, and we have always followed your journey through the time that you are, I followed, let me speak for myself, I followed it through the time that you were in your deputy president. I have told you as we were coming down here that I've been following your journey. I saw you the other day, early last month. You were at Safari Park Hotel with all the members of parliament launching, or not launching, actually it was commemorating the National Prayer Day, a day of reconciling with our high deity. I've also seen you at KICC launching the e-citizen platform. This actually gave me a lot of courage and a lot of hope, because the e-citizen, actually we live in an internet-enabled nation. This day, computerization is the new thing. Seeing you acknowledge the ICT sector, whose main stakeholders are the youth, it gives me courage, it gives me hope for a better tomorrow. We, honestly speaking, we do say that the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. You've shown us that. You've been supporting us through this dark tunnel, and you are showing us towards the light. A lot of external factors may come to discourage these leaders. Actually, it's a problem that we presidents have been facing. it's a problem, but through your support and through the help of the Almighty, we've been going through it, and we are facing through these challenges. I'll mention what has been mentioned here, Mr. President. This school has a population of 2,111 students, with only 2 buses and only 1 functional bus, only 1 reliable bus. Actually, you can guess that it's trainers. We've been having a lot of challenges in commuting, even in traversing the great nation, even in attending very many various events that take place in this nation. We students are expected to be everywhere. You are in Murang'A High School, that has been introduced. You've been told by my previous speakers that Murang'A High School is the best school. You are in the best school in the nation. Yet, the best school in the nation is not everywhere. We are not exposed. And why is this? We only have 1 reliable bus. We cannot be in 2 places at the same time. That's a great challenge. I don't understand that in the year 2018, you are here again, and you again promised that you would facilitate this and you would make our dreams come true. This time, you've gone higher in the ranks, you've gone to higher ranks, and we do believe without doubt that this is actually going to happen. The students of Murang'A High School, they do wish to be exposed to the greatness of this nation. There's a lot we are missing out on. This just provokes the eye of other schools who have been waiting for us. As I conclude, we are grateful to be here. Murang'A High School is grateful to have you here. We have the excellence, we have His Excellency, we have all these dignitaries within our premises here. As we thought, Mr. President and all the dignitaries present, kindly, with all due respect and with all humility, I do pray that Murang'A High School will at least, or will actually, this is a reality coming true, will actually have more than 1 bus, more than 2 buses, more than 3 buses, only because we have greatness amongst us, isn't it? Yeah, I take this chance to take it back to the one who invited me, the BOM chair, Engineer Maora. It's a great honor to be in front of you. It's a great honor to speak in front of you. God bless you all. God bless Murang'A High School, and God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Thanks so much, the school captain. BOM members, can you stand up and wave? BOM members, stand up and wave. Old boys, can you stand up and wave? Old boys who are present. Thanks so much, Your Excellency. And you remember, boys, the day before yesterday we were together, and we agreed what is going to happen today. Do you want it to happen tomorrow? Kuna kitu tulikuwa tumekubaliana leo jioni, si ndio? Mnataka ifanyike kesho? Na kesho kutwa? Our dad have had. And he is going to leave something for tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and our deputy president is going to do it the day after that. So thanks so much, Your Excellency. And my students continue being good boys. May God bless you. And Honorable Didi Nyoro, karibu sana. And he is the chairman of the budget committee. So this list, which the principal have read, it will be bestowed on him to make sure that he talks in a very sweet language to our president, so that the president can give us whatever our principal have asked. Thanks so much, everybody, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much, Chairman Mwaura, His Excellency the President of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, our Deputy President, Murang'A High School Fraternity, led by our very able Deputy, Mr. Kuria, na especially hawa wadosi wa kesho, the great gentlemen of Murang'A High School. Good afternoon. God is good, and all the time. Mohai muko? Mohai muko? Niwaletee salamu? Tumetoka Mogoiri Girls. Wametuma salamu na wachache wamenipea barua. Niite barua saa hii ama nikuone kado? Saa hii? Aya, asante sana. Your Excellency, before I introduce the other leaders, I am very happy to be in Murang'A High School. Actually, one of my nephews, called Felix Nyoro, is a student here. na kwa hivyo nikiwa hapa pia niko hapa nikiwa anko wa hawa maboys. So nita request all the leaders who are here, all the elected leaders, tafadhali kwenye tuko tusimame. Najua kuna kitu tulikubaliana kule Mugoiri, tusimame kwenye tuko tafadhali kwa sababu ya muda. We have many leaders. I will request you face this way so that muonekane. You can come, you face this way, nikikuita unakaa. This way, please, just here. The camera people will focus on where you are. As they come, I will start with the Speaker of the Assembly of Murang'A, that is the County Assembly, Bwana Mukuha. Na akiwa hapo, I request all the MCAs from Murang'A and other counties to kindly stand up kwenye mko. Ora wa MCAs, mutatuia radhi, muda imekibia. Please wave to the boys and the parents. Asanteni sana. Ile upande tuko na mheshimiwa, let me start with Murang'A, mheshimiwa Mary wa Maua from Maragwa constituency. Tuko na mheshimiwa Wakili Mureu, mbunge wa Gatanga. Na bwana principal, kama kuna nyumba imekwama hapa, uongee na Mureu, anaweza kupea nyumba, tutakoboa gari ailete hapa ikiwa nyumba yenyewe. Tuko na mheshimiwa Veronica Maina, senator nominated. Tuko na mheshimiwa Maina Karofia wa East African Legislative Assembly. Tuko na mheshimiwa Sabina Wajiru Shege, our former women rep of Murang'A and the current nominated MP, na pia ako na chama kubwa sana hapa duniani. Tuko na mheshimiwa Eric Wamumbi, mbunge wa Mathira, the MP to the Deputy President. Tuko na mheshimiwa our women rep Betty Esawa. Asante sana mheshimiwa Betty. Tuko na mheshimiwa our senator na pia chairman wa Education Committee in the Senate, mheshimiwa Joe Nyoto. Tuko na rafiki yangu, kiongozi wa Senate mzima, kijana mwenzangu, senator wa Kericho, mheshimiwa Aaron Cheriot. Tuko na my elder brother, kiongozi wetu pale National Assembly, and a very articulate leader wetu pale Assembly, member for Kikuyu constituency, mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah. Ningetaka tungekuwa na muda wa bishop wetu, lakini I've been requested to kindly recognize our bishop, my spiritual father and my very good friend, Right Reverend Bishop Maria Wainaina. Pia tuko na the employer of all the teachers in Kenya, na pia ni wa hapa Murang'A, Dr. Nancy Macharia, the CEO of TSC. Mheshimiwa Rais, yangu ni mawili peke yake. Kwanza, karibu hapa Murang'A sana, na karibu hapa Kiharu. Na wewe Rais umekuwa wetu kabisa, kwa sababu hata hii hall iko hapa, there is no other name that would have fit that hall other than being called Dr. William S. Ruto Hall. Kwa sababu Mheshimiwa Rais, hiyo msingi ya hiyo hall ni wewe umejenga. Mheshimiwa Rais, the same thing you are doing nationally. Umetuambia tuweke pesa yote katika masomo, na ndio maana na ndio mambo hiyo tunafanya. That of the budget tumeweka kwa masomo, ndio tupeleke maisha ya hawa wagwana mbele. Pia najua uko na mipango mingi ya internships, umeweka pesa ya kuhaya over 8,000 interns na maneno ingine mingi sana programs umefanya za kutafutia hawa vijana kazi, wakihitimu hapa, wakienda university na wamalizie. Mheshimiwa Rais, pia hapa Kiharu tunafanya yote. Our day schools, all of them are tiled. In our day schools, which are 14,000 learners in Kiharu in our day schools. We have a program called Kiharu Masomo Bora, where parents are only paying 1,000 per term, na wale wako na remedio wanalipa only 1,000 maximum. Na pia kwa hiyo 1,000 wanakula shule lunch, na wanakula githeri 3 days and rice 3 days, because even on Saturday they eat in school. Mheshimiwa Rais, ya mwisho, wewe ukiwa rais wetu ukanyangia hapo. We have seen now calm and normalcy have returned now in our nation. We have seen now the streets of Nairobi are buoyant and busy. The Kenyans have gone about their businesses now. Rais wetu ukanyangia hapo. Don't allow the masters of violence to intimidate Kenyans. Kenyans are hardworking, kalia wale watu gumu sana. Na ya mwisho, polisi wetu tunawatolea kofia. You have been very professional na nyinyi mumefanya juhudi ya juu zaidi kutekeleza kazi yenu. Na ile katiba mnatumia inawalinda pia. Kwa hivyo muendelee hivyo, na mimi nauliza rais wetu, the task force that we formed to look at the welfare of our police officers, waharakishe kazi kidogo, to promote police officers wetu kiasi, waongezwe mshahara kwa sababu wanatumikia Wakenya kwa njia ya mwafaka sana. Nikikaa chini, najua rais wetu ametujengea hall na mumeomba maneno kubwa. Mimi kama MP wa Kiharu, kwa sababu my nephew is here, my direct nephew wa my elder sister Emma who is also here, kwa sababu nyinyi wote ni my boys, hata mimi hapo pahali ya special naona nifanye kitu. Na nitauliza Mr. Kuria, unaona hata wametoka kwa jua wasikiza vizuri. Mr. Kuria, tafadhali kuja. Mr. Kuria wa principal, hawa boys unajua nimekuwa hapa beleni. Najua niko na deni yenu ya gate na tutapanga na principal, lakini sasa hii atupo haitagoja kama gate. Mimi nataka nimalizie saa hii. Na nitawachia principal wetu hii kitu kidogo tu. Afanye ka special hivi. Rais wetu najua ako na majukumu kubwa ya kuangalia hii shule pass na mambo ingine. Hii kidogo ya mkate na kanyama kidogo nitaachia mwalimu wetu 500,000. Na Mr. Kuria, unajua wewe ni chairman ya hawa walimu wote. Mimi nakuuliza kwa heshima, hiyo pesa usinunue nayo vitabu. Na hiyo pesa isiweke kabro. Na hiyo pesa sio ya basi. Na hiyo pesa again sio ya vitabu. Hiyo pesa nataka ijenge tubo ya hawa wagwana. Na nikiita gavana wetu hata ni test kama kuna watu wa Kiharu. Tonyorokia Kiharu. Naona hii ni national school kabisa. Our governor Iroko Kang'ata, karibu sana.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, all protocols observed. Allow me to call my deputy so that at least just 1 minute, just to introduce his name, then he just your name.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, my name is Stephen Monania, the Deputy Governor, Murang'A County. It's really a pleasure to see you here in Murang'A County, and we do thank you very much. Karibu sana, Your Excellency.
So you can see, you young men of Murang'A High, you can become Deputy Governor. He's a young person, and the reason we give him that position is to show young people of Murang'A you can become great leaders. Secondly, let me also thank Your Excellency for finding time to come to Murang'A. We are so proud of your government. As people of Murang'A, we shall support your government 100%. We know you are doing a great job, and we are so proud that we support this government, and that's why we always welcome you as one of us. Let me also say we are so privileged to be in Murang'A High School, the best school in north of River Limpopo and south of Sub-Saharan Africa. This is a school that has produced some of the best brains in this republic. It continues to perform in KCSE education. We have no doubt that Murang'A High School can only continue